So, to the winner of the 2014 BBC National Short Story Award.
The winner is Kilifi Creek by Lionel Shriver.
The first prize I was ever shortlisted for, was the Orange Prize in 2005, and that was my only experience of being up for a prize, and I won. And I thought, oh, I see, that's what it's like. It's really fun. And then subsequently, I must have been on at least 5 other shortlists, maybe 6, okay, and I've lost all of them. So in all honesty, and here I'm up for this prize that I've lost twice before, I did not expect to win it, and I was genuinely astonished. But one of the reasons I was astonished is that the quality of the shortlist was very high. The last 2 National Short Story Contest listings, I made myself read the other stories. And I was really glad, especially this year, I was really glad I did. If only because they were great stories. And I had very high regard for every single one of those stories. Kilifi Creek is about a young woman of 22 who goes on her first journey abroad, and she chooses Kenya. She's being adventurous, and like a lot of young people, thinks nothing of imposing on people whom she doesn't know, and goes for a swim, and she gets herself into difficulty, and she almost dies. But it is about those moments that I think we all have when we almost die. And what do you do with that information? And what effect does it have on you? And I have a whole list in the back of my head of little moments where if something had just gone a little bit differently. There's a lot of information in those moments. And I wanted to come to grips with that, and I wanted to record that. I judged the Sunday Times Short Story Contest in 2013, and I don't think that it affected my own writing exactly, but it may have affected my submission policy. And that is, it's really a waste of time to submit a story that is mediocre. It's not going to make the cut. I thought back on a submission that I had made to that very prize a year or 2 previous, and I thought, I wouldn't pick that one. So if you know that about the story yourself, then save yourself the bother and everyone else, and wait another year until you have something to offer, because there are a lot of short stories out there, and it needs to be outstanding. Something really needs to happen. It needs to move you. And if it doesn't move you, if it's simply okay, then it's definitely not going to move anybody else. Well, you know, I suppose I could spend the money on more shoes, but it seems to me that would be ungrateful. These shoes are working for me. I won the Orange Prize in these shoes. I think the last thing I should do is buy new shoes.